Hi guys, welcome back to A&J Toy Review. I posted a video yesterday about how to make elastics for the masks out of your Under Armour spandex. And within the video, I took this off of how I was making the t-shirt ties for the masks, and I've had several folks reach out to me to say, hey, can I do a video to show how to make the t-shirt ties that you can attach to the mask. They're super easy to make. So what I'm going to do is show you step by step how to make it. Now the first thing you need, it's really simple. You need t-shirts, but the t-shirts that work the best are t-shirts without seams in them. T-shirts that go all the way around. The ones that have seams aren't going to work because that's going to break in the stretchability of the masks and of the ties. So first, get your t-shirt, lay it out on a flat surface. You are going to need a really sharp pair of scissors. You are going to need a ruler, and you're going to need a Sharpie. So pretty much that's all you're going to need. T-shirt, scissors, Sharpie, and a ruler. And the first part is really easy. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut right below the armpit all the way over to the other armpit of the shirt. Now, one thing you got to one thing you have to watch out about also is if they have any decals on them. This shirt is going to work fine because it's kind of older and the decal is stretchy. Some of the newer t-shirts have decals on them or iron-ons on them that don't stretch and don't let the fabric underneath move. Those you can't use. Or you have to cut below them, one or the other. So that's something else I found out too, playing around with it, is that if you've got a decal or an advertisement on the front of your t-shirt that doesn't give with the fabric, then that's not going to be any use to you. So let's get started. Okay, so the other thing we need to do is we need to cut this band off the bottom. And a lot of the t-shirts have had shrinkage over the years. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try and make a nice straight cut along the bottom to cut the bottom hem off the shirt. Okay, so the bottom hem that we just cut off the shirt, save that. I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces and save it for later. We're going to actually use this to bundle the cords. So we've got all of our cords bundled together in a nice way. Just set it aside and we'll be using it later. Now that we have the bottom off, t-shirt cut from under the armpits, take the bottom, fold it up to the top so that you have a fold on this side. And the top side, you've got the 2 edge folds from the other side. Make sure you flatten this out nice, because what we're going to be doing, we're going to be measuring and cutting these into partial strips, but there's a trick to it. So first thing you need to do, straighten it out so you have nice flat surfaces. With the wrinkles, sometimes it's hard, but it worked out nicely. Okay, so now you're going to take your ruler and your Sharpie, and you're going to go mark 1-inch strips on both edges of this. One. Okay, so this does not have to be precise and exact, but what happened here was I noticed I had 1 dot that's off a little further than this one. So I'm going to want to trim up the edge to try and make it as square as possible. Because now at this point I'm cutting 4 pieces of fabric at one time once I get up there. Okay, so that's pretty good. So you can eyeball it, or if you feel more comfortable, you can take a Sharpie and just run this. If you needed to, if you needed a little help, you can always just run a strip up. But I usually just eyeball it. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut from the bottom of here, and you're cutting through 4 pieces of fabric now. And you are cutting and you are stopping about whoops, let me see how far this is. We're stopping about an inch away from the tops of both of these, okay? So you're cutting up to 1 inch before the end. So you're going to have a strip like this. Okay, so now that we have our strips cut, then we're going to take the top and fold it down. So now you have this. All right, so this is what I recommend doing. Put a ruler, slide a ruler through to this to your bottom edge to separate the t-shirt. Because we're going to start cutting. All right. So our first cut on here is going to be on an angle. So I'm just going from the center, and this is how we're going to get it started. And then we're going up to all these strips, and I'm just cutting straight. Okay, so we've got the top pieces separated all the way across. Now I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to finish my angle cuts going up to the line above. See how I did that? So this becomes one continuous piece. And I'm going to do this all the way up the row. And if you have little odd pieces, just trim them off because you're not going to notice them when we make the cord. So just now basically we're all done with the cutting. So grab the end, and this comes the fun, easy, and fast part. Grab your end, just start stretching. Look, see that ends up curling up to a cable by itself. I would probably cut this piece off because the it's not working as well as I thought it would. I thought it was an older piece, but I would cut that piece off and look at this, the way that it starts turning into a cable. And then you just stretch it, and this is how you get it so that you can use pretty much any length that you want to. And then normally, I have one of the kids on the back side over here doing the rolling around as I am stretching so that we have a big ball of this. Some people call it t-shirt cord, t-shirt rope, but we're using this for the strings and the masks for the doctors and for the first responders to wear to protect themselves. That just stretches out really nicely. And then you just keep winding. Okay, so this is how much t-shirt cord for rope that we got off of one t-shirt. So at this point, you can just take and measure out how much you want or how much you need for your project. Whether you're doing the strings for the mask or basically whatever project you're doing. But it's one continuous piece. I just wanted to give a shout out there to all the sewing warriors that are on there making masks. I know this is a very time consuming process, especially with making the cords. Hoping that these t-shirt strings will help you speed up the process. Share it with your friends so that maybe teamwork, so that one can just do cords while you're sewing the masks. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped someone. Thank you for tuning in to A&J Toy Review. Feel free to like and share the videos. Everyone be safe and healthy, and make sure you wear a mask when you go out in public. Thank you. Bye.